Hi, hello, dear students. How are you? I hope so. You're doing great. This is Lakshmi. You are watching this video. On this video, I'm going to discuss about the quite interesting topic, very important topic on objective level of examinations. So we are using the super tips and tricks. That is very simple and easy way, simple way. We can get the each and every question within fraction of seconds. The topic is simply hyperbola. On this topic, I did one of the lecture. In that lecture, I did various forms of the equations of hyperbola. I explained to you what are the various contents of hyperbola and its tips and tricks. So we can watch that video, then this video you can follow easily. It is clearly transverse hyperbola because of by taking the 22 is this side it becomes plus 22. It is a transverse hyperbola. In case of transverse hyperbola, what are the foci? I have given what are those foci are h plus or minus a comma k where center is at hk. Means here first of all to find out the foci we have to find out eccentricity and as well as center. First what is a center? For the center I have given the super tips and tricks to find out the center. For the center simply we have to differentiate this is. Differentiate this is with respect to x by treating y as a constant. Similarly differentiate y with respect to y treated x as constant. Those are called as partial differentiations. Already I did. So first I can find out center by taking the differentiation of this is with respect to what? X. Means what? For example, first term x square derivative 2x and y you can take the constant aside, y square derivative is 0. Next constant because of minus 4x. Minus 4x derivative is minus 4 and remain two terms 10y and minus 22. Both are itself only constants. I said already y can treat it as constant. This is already 100% constant. You know that clearly. Therefore, this one you can take the 0. From this you can find out x coordinate, that is 4 by 2 is a 2. Clear? Similarly, same way we can differentiate the equation with respect to y. What happened? Here in this case we can take it as x as constant. Y square, x square derivative is 0. Y square with minus derivative minus 2y. Minus 4x derivative is 0 and the 10y derivative is 10. This is 0 constant derivative. Now from this we can collect the y value is of 5. This x and y 2 comma 5 is only our center of the hyperbola. So it is taken as hk. Okay, right? You know hk values you have. I said to you this is called as rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola, you know, x square quotient, y square quotients are equal. Yeah, don't worry about this minus. You know, in a hyperbola, y square term will be negative. So, e is a root 2. That is eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola is what? Root 2. So, you know, hk values and root 2 values. And also, we can take the x square, y square quotient. X square quotient is taken as a b square, y square quotient is taken as a square other than this minus. So, we can take a square is a 1. Here both are same only. B square is a 1. We have all those results. What is asking? Foci is asking. What is S here? This is clearly transverse hyperbola along with the rectangular hyperbola. That is h plus or minus a comma k. That is S. Here is h is what is h value 2 plus or minus a is a 1 and e is a root 2. 1 into root 2 comma k is also 5. K is a 5. Therefore, this is clearly S is 2 plus or minus root 2 comma 5. That's it. This is our required foci of the given hyperbola. Is it clear? How can you collect the various contents from the given hyperbola? You have to know like this. Now I can come to the next question. What is asking? Is asking some list of the content like vertices, foci, length of latus rectum, transverse axis lengths and so on is asking. To find out that one again we have to collect center, eccentricity, a square, b square or what. Clear? How can you find out again what I did here? Same way here also. We can recognize this type. What this type? X square term minus y square term is there. Minus 151 take that side becomes plus 151. It is clearly transverse hyperbola. Okay, for this one we can collect the first e. E is what? Root over, what is that? A square plus b square by a square. A square is here. A square is taken as 16. B square is a 4. X square quotient is taken as a b square. Y square quotient is taken as a square. We can substitute here. It will be 16 plus 4 by 16. 16 plus, 16 9 here. B square is 9. 16 plus 9 by 16. Therefore, that is a root over 25 by 16 under root. Therefore, this is clearly 5 by 4. Is it clear? We got the E value and we can find out center like this. To find out the center, what you can take? Differentiate. To find out the center, we can take the differentiation. Differentiate with respect to x. 9x square derivative is 18x minus this derivative is 0 plus 18x derivative is plus 18. Clear? Remaining two derivatives are 0. So all these I did. Center and eccentricity, how can you find out? I did in that lecture. We can watch that also. You can get the clear idea. Simply you have to differentiate the given function with respect to x treated y as constant as well as with respect to y treated x as constant. That's it. Now it will be x value. We can collect from this one minus 1. Similarly, we can differentiate with respect to y. Minus 16y derivative is minus 32y because this derivative is 0. This derivative is 0 plus 32y derivative is 32 is clearly 0. From this we can collect the y value is also, y value is 1. X value is minus 1, y value is a 1. That is only our center. So therefore, what is center now? C is becomes minus 1 comma 1. It should be taken as hk. You know all values are ready. Hk is ready and a square, b square, e values are ready to use for the various contents. Now we can recollect the various contents. First, what is asking? Vertices. This is clearly which hyperbola? Transverse hyperbola. What are the formulas for vertices? Where center is at hk. That is h plus or minus a comma k. That one you can find out. A. H is here minus 1 plus or minus a is a 4 with the s comma k. K is how much? 1. So there that value is a, if you take the plus 4 it becomes minus 1 plus 4 is a 3 and 1. 3, 1 is one of the point. We can take another point. A dash is just like a dash we can take. For that we can take with the minus sign. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5 with the 1. These are the vertices. Means this point is closed. Then what is asking? Foci. Same formula for foci. So S is asking. That is a h plus or minus a comma k. You have to remember all these tips and tricks. What are those? What are those which are in the lecture? Previous lecture. You can watch that. H is how much here? H value is a minus 1 plus or minus a is a 4. E is a 5 by 4. Right? Comma 1. Right? From this you can find out S is a minus 1 plus or minus 5 comma 1 because 4 gets cancelled. Therefore, what are the vertices? One of the vertex we can collect as with the plus minus 5 plus 5 is 4. 4 comma 1 and s dash. One more foci. 4 comma 1 we got. Next one with minus. What will be? Minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6 comma 1. These are the foci. Means this part is closed. Next, what is asking? Is asking that lengths of lattice rectum, transverse axis and conjugate axis. What is length of lattice rectum? I will do here. Right? Length of lattice rectum. In case of transverse hyperbola, what is that? What is the length of lattice rectum? Yes, exactly. 2b square by a, 2 b square by a. b square is a 9, 2 into 9 18, 18 by a is a 4. So 2 gets cancelled, it will be 9 by 2. Clear? Now this part is closed, lattice rectum length. Now what is we have to find out transverse axis and conjugate axis lengths also. You know length of transverse axis. Length of transverse axis is clearly what? Yes, 2a, right? 2a, that is 2 into a is 4, 2 into 4 is 8. Length of conjugate axis. Conjugate axis. What is that? Length of conjugate axis 2b. That is 2 into b, 2b. b is much 3. 2 into 3, 6. These two parts also closed. What is asking the here given one of the hyperbola is asking the various content like vertices, foci, lengths of lattice rectum, directrices, conjugate axis, etc. So first of all, what we have to take, we have to recognize the type of the hyperbola and we have to recollect what are the tips and tricks of various content. Is it clear? Now we can come forward some more questions. Now we can look at the next questions 3 and 4. So all these I read without converting into general formulas to know the what are the various content, what are the various contents as well as the various equations of hyperbola. Please watch the lecture 1 if you not yet watched till now. Then only you can follow these are easily. Even for each and every question I am giving the tips, I am doing the questions. So even though you can follow easily, so without confusion, right? Now question number 3 is what? Find vertices, foci, equations of axis, directrices, lattice rectum of hyperbola. One of the hyperbola is given, is asking a list of the contents. First of all, what I said, we have to recognize this type of the hyperbola. You know, x square term minus y square term is there. By taking the constant plus 89 is right side, it becomes minus 18. It will be negative. Means what? It's clearly conjugate hyperbola. For the conjugate hyperbola, what are the various contents are given? So those we can use here. Basically, for either transverse hyperbola or conjugate hyperbola, you have to find out first of all center, eccentricity, what are the a square, b square, then we can find out the required contents, right? Now here, what is a simply 9x square minus 16y square. First you can find out the center. For center, what you have to do? Differentiate. What I said for differentiate with respect to x by treating y as constants. In the previous question I did. Same way. 9x square derivative is 18x minus 16y square. Constant 0 derivative minus 18x derivative is minus 18 is equals to 0 because these two are constants. It becomes 0 derivative. From this we can get x is a 1, right? Now differentiate with respect to y. 9x square constant derivative 0 minus 16y square derivative is minus 32y. Then 18x constant 0 minus 64y derivative is minus 64 equals to 0. Now from this we can collect the x value is a y value is a minus 2. 64 by minus 32 is minus 2. This is our center. Center we have x comma y, that means we can take 1 comma minus 2 as a hk, right? Now we can find out eccentricity. For eccentricity you have to collect what is a square. A square you can take quotient of y square, that is 16, and b square is quotient of x square, that is 9. Is it clearly which hyperbola? I said conjugate hyperbola. For that one, E is root over b square plus a square by b square, right? That will be b square plus a square, 9 plus 16, 25 by 9. 25 by 9, it is clearly 5 by 3. Got the eccentricity of this hyperbola. Now what is asking vertices? You know vertices for this one. A is a k h comma. It is which hyperbola? Conjugate hyperbola whose center is at hk, that is h comma k plus or minus b we can use. Okay, that is a h is how much? H is 1, comma k minus 2 plus or minus b. B is a 3. So this is clearly with 1 minus 2 plus 3 is a 1. Therefore, one of the point is 1 comma 1. Another point we can collect the 1 with minus 2 minus 3. With once you can take the plus sign, second time we can take minus sign. Therefore, one more vertex we can collect as 1 comma minus 5. These are the vertices. Means what? This part is closed. Now what is asking me? For C means what? S is asking. For this what is S? Exactly. H comma K plus or minus B. So H is what here? Clearly 1 comma K minus 2 plus or minus B. B is a 3. E is a 5 by 3. 3 gets cancelled. Therefore 1 comma minus 2 plus or minus 5. So here also we can get the 2 for C with plus 5 and with the minus 5. You can do it. Now this is for C is over. Now what is asking? Equations of axis. Equation of axis is first that is called as transverse axis and conjugate axis. Equations of axis are y is equals to k and x is equals to h. These are the transverse conjugate as well as transverse axis. Clear? Now it will be y is equals to k means minus 2. Y is equals to minus 2 means y plus 2 is equals to 0. And x is equals to h means x is equals to 1 or x minus 1 is equals to 0. These are the equations of axis. Axis equations we got. Next, directrices. What are the equations of directrices in case of conjugate hyperbola? That is clearly equations of directrices. Okay. Equations of directrices are what? Y is equals to k plus or minus b by e. Y is equal to k plus or minus b by e. That is a k is a minus 2 plus or minus b by e. What is a b? B is how much? 3 by e. By means 1 by e is a 5 by 3 becomes 3 by 5. Therefore, this is minus 2 plus or minus 9 by 5. We can make the simplification clearly like this. Y is equals to minus 2 plus or minus 9 by 5 means by taking the, okay, one more step we can write by 5. LCM is of 5, right? This is minus 10 plus or minus 9. By taking the cross multiplication, 5y is equals to minus 10 plus 9 is minus 1 result, and 5y also equals to minus 10 minus 9 is minus 19. These are the equations of what? Directrices. This is also closed. Now equations of lattice recta. What are the equations of lattice recta? Equations of lattice recta. What are those? S. Y is equals to k plus or minus b in case of conjugate hyperbola. This is, therefore y is equals to k. K is how much? Minus 2 plus or minus b. B is a 3. E is a 5 by 3. Right? It will be minus 2 plus or minus 5 will come. So by taking the plus sign, it is minus 2 plus 5 is a 3, and by taking the minus sign, y is equals to minus 7. These are what? Equations of lattice recta. So this is also over. Like this, we will ask the list of the contents where water may be given hyperbola. We have to recognize that is transverse or conjugate. Is it clear? Now we can come to the next question. This is about this question. Shall I? Yes. Now we can concentrate on the next question. What is that? What is given there? So in case of the question, means while reading the question, take care. So if you do the mistakes, there will be a wrong answer you can get. That's why you can read the question sentence by sentence, especially theoretical chapter. Here what is given? The foci of ellipse given. Here this is ellipse. You know, conic contains ellipse, parabola, hyperbola. Here eccentricity of ellipse coincide with the foci of ellipse coincide with the foci of hyperbola. Is given that ellipse and as well as hyperbola. Foci means what? Focus of both of them are coincide. Coincide means what? Same. Then is asked the b square. You know, some unknown b square is there. That one you can find out. What you have to do? Simply you have to find out focus of ellipse as well as focus of hyperbola. We can equate them. From that we can find out b square value. Now can you find out eccentricity of the ellipse first? Let it be taken as E. E is eccentricity of ellipse. You know very well what that? Root over a square. In place of a square there is 16 minus b square is b square only by 16. What is eccentricity of the ellipse where a greater than b? Under root over a square minus b square by a square. That is only used here. That will be, this will be 16 minus b square by 4. Now we can find out foci. Focus means what? Here only singular focus. S is equals to S as whose center is at 0, 0. Means we can take simply plus or minus AE comma 0. Okay, yes, I am taking the S symbol for the ellipse of focus of ellipse. Foci means plural. That is plus or minus AE. AE is a 4 plus or minus 4 comma E is a root over 16 minus b square by 4 with 0 comma 0, right? Now we got the foci of ellipse, like 4 4 gets cancelled. It will be plus or minus root over 16 minus b square comma 0. Same way we can collect the foci of hyperbola. We can recognize this hyperbola clearly. This is positive, means clearly it will be conjugate, sorry, transverse hyperbola. Now this is with respect to 1. With respect to 1. Now with respect to 2. For our convenience, this is taken as 2, right? You know, with respect to 2, a square is multiply with 25 because you can reduce this is 1. It becomes 144 by 25. You know what is a transverse hyperbola? Standard form, that is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equals to 1. That is only I am doing here. A square is 144 by 25 and b square is 81 by 25, right? We can find out the sum even I am taking for our convenience. Even is eccentricity of hyperbola here. That is root over a square plus b square by a square. It will be root over 144 by 25 plus 81 by 25 by 144 by 25. It will becomes 144 plus 81 by 144. Okay, 25 gets cancelled. It is overall root 144 plus 81 is 225 by 144. Even we got the eccentricity of given hyperbola. What is that? Root over 225 by 144 is simply 15 by 12. 3 gets cancelled, 3 5s, 3 4s. Right? Now we can take the foci of some S dash or maybe S we can take. Foci of what? Hyperbola. That is a plus or minus A even comma 0. That is S dash is a plus or minus A. In this case of hyperbola, A is a 12 by 5. Plus or minus 12 by 5 into E is a 5 by 4, right, comma 0. From this we got S dash as a 4 3's 5 5 gets cancelled, plus or minus 3 comma 0. We got the S is what? S dash is what? What are the S and S dash? Foci of ellipse and hyperbola. What are given equations? Okay, now what are those two are? Coincide. Coincide means what? Equal. Now we can use equality. Given that S is equals to s dash. We can equate both of them. It will be root over 16 minus b square. You know, these two are equal. Root over 16 minus b square equals to 3. Right? Squaring on both sides, 16 minus b square is a 9. B square is clearly 16 minus 9 is 7. What we want? Want clearly b square. That's it. This is only we required. Clear? Here what is given data? We can understand that given that hyperbola and ellipse both foci are equal, from that some unknown result is asking. Okay, look at these questions in which various content are given. By using them we can find out equations of hyperbola. Come to the question number 5. In the hyperbola, length of conjugate axis 5. What is given? Length of conjugate axis is given in a hyperbola, means it will be transverse hyperbola. Length of conjugate axis is given as 5. And the second one, and the distance between the foci is given as 13. Length of conjugate axis is given and distance between the foci is given. By using those two contents, we can find out equation of hyperbola. Further, simply, you know, in case of the transverse hyperbola, length of conjugate axis simply 2b. 2b is given as 5, means b is a 5 by 2. And the distance between the foci means what? S dash is given as 13. S dash is simply 2AE. You know what the distance between the foci is? 2AE is given as 13. Okay, we can take the squaring on both sides. This is 4a square e square is equals to 13 square is 169. You know already b value, b is a 5 by 2. B value we can use for this one. You know 4a square, e square is what? 4a square, e square is what? A square plus b square by a square is equals to 169. So a square gets cancelled here. 4a square plus 4b square. What is a b square here? B is 5 by 2, means what? B square is a 25 by 4 is a clearly 169. Clear? Now here 4 gets cancelled. 4a square is equals to 169 minus 25 is clearly 144. What is a square? A square is 100% what? S. 144 by 4. 4 gets cancelled. 4 3s are 12. 4 6 are 24. We got the a square is a 36. B square is a 25 by 4. What is a hyperbola? That is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equals to 1. We can use it because this is clearly transverse hyperbola. Substitute these values. That is x square by, what is a square? A square is clearly 36 plus, not plus, sorry, minus hyperbola with minus y square by b square is 25 by 4, means what? 4 by 25 is equals to 1. This is our required equation of hyperbola for this question. Is it clear? Now I can come to the question number 6. Here also what is given? In a hyperbola, E is given as 2, eccentricity is given, and length of transverse axis is given 3. Means what? Here also two contents are given. E is given as 2. What is length of transverse axis? 2a. 2a is given as 3. Okay, we can find out hyperbola. For that, we have to find out a square and b square. So already you know that clearly you can take the a is clearly 3 by 2. What is a b square is what? A square of e square minus 1. That is a b square is equals to a square is 9 by 4 with e square minus 1. E square is 4. 4 minus 1. That is a 9 by 4 into 3. That is simply 27 by 4. You got the b square is 27 by 4. A square will be 9 by 4. So what is required equation of hyperbola? X square by a square. Same formula we can use here also. Minus y square by b square is 1. Substitute those values. X square by a square is 9 by 4 minus y square by b square is 27 by 4 is equals to 1, right? Now it will be 4x square by 9 minus 4y square by 27 is equals to 1. We can make the simplification by taking LCM. If options are given, we can rewrite according to the options. Is it clear? In these two questions, what you can observe that how can you find out the hyperbola with the given content? Clear? Now you can come to the question number 7 and 8. Here also is asking the equations of hyperbola. Is given that various content. Now question number 7, what is given, you have to read that first. Reading the question is very important. That is 7, what is given? First sentence. Find equation of the hyperbola whose foci are 4, 2 and 8, 2. And along with the eccentricity 3. Is given that foci as well as eccentricity. By using this one, we can find out hyperbola equation. So here center is at not at, foci is not at plus or minus a comma 0 means what? Clearly whose center is at some hk. That will be very clear cut. And also E is equals to given as 3. First, what are the given foci? We can take S is 8 comma 2 and S dash is 4 comma 2 we can take, right? You know, clearly indirectly S is 8 comma 2 means what is given that S is in the form of H plus AE comma K. H plus AE comma K, that is S. Clear? And indirectly what is given? H plus AE is equals to 8, K is 2, right? Similarly, this one you can compare with what? This one we can compare with H minus AE comma K, because you know here K is equal, that is called as clearly transverse hyperbola whose center is at HK. So K is to be got. What is indirectly H minus A is H minus A is 4 and K already I have taken as 2. From this we can find out by adding these two what happened. AE gets cancelled. 2H is equals to 8 plus 4 is 12, right? H is a 6. You got the H value, got the K value. Now you have to find out A square B square. To find out A square B square, you know that clearly distance between the foci. Distance between the foci, S dash is equals to 2AE. What is distance between these two? 8 minus 4 under root 8 minus 4, 4 whole square. 4 square is 16. Root 16 is 4. Means what indirectly given that 2A is equals to 4. Okay, squaring on both sides. That is 4. A square E square is equals to 16. 4A square E square is equals to 16. You know already E square is given. E is given as 3. E square is 9. That is 4 cancel here 4 times. A square of, in place of E we can write 3. 3 square is 9. Means 9A square is equals to 4. A square is clearly 4 by 9. A square is 4 by 9. How can you find out B square? You know what is formula for B square? B square is clearly A square of A square minus 1. We can find out by this step in case of transverse hyperbola. So A square is clearly 4 by 9. A square is 3. 3 square is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. That will be 32 by 9. You know A square, B square, HK values. What is a hyperbola? It is clearly, what is a form? That is clearly in the form of x minus h whole square by A square minus y minus k whole square by B square is equals to 1, right? X minus h is how much here? 6. X minus 6 whole square by A square is clearly there is A square, yes, 4 by 9, right? Minus y minus k. K is 2, y minus 2 whole square by B square. B square is 32 by 9 is equals to 1, right? This is also we can make the simplification clearly. 9 of x minus 6 whole square by 4 minus 9 of y minus 2 whole square by 32 is equals to 1. So what is LCM here? 32 is LCM. Now 4, 8, 32, 8, 9 is 72. 72 of x minus 6 whole square minus 9 of y minus 2 whole square is equals to 1. It will be 72 of x minus 6 whole square minus 9 of y minus 2 whole square is equals to 32. This is we can get by the simplification of given equation. Clear? So we got the equation, then we can make the simplification. So it's very simple, but you have to know what are the tips and tricks, what is the given data. Clear? Now can come to the next bit number 8. Here also is asking the equation of hyperbola. So what is that? Given data is what? Find the equation of hyperbola with center is at 0, 3 and one of the focus is given as 0, 5. Means clearly given that center C 0, 3 it would be what? H comma K. Okay, and for C S is given as 0 comma 5. Means indirectly, you know, x coordinate is 0 means it is clearly which hyperbola? Conjugate hyperbola. Therefore we can take here h comma S is formula h comma K plus or minus B. Here only positive is given, that's why no need to take the negative also. We can take only one and positive because is only one of the focus is given, right? What is h is 0, K plus B is 5, right? This one you have as a 1, and also given that conjugate axis. In case of conjugate hyperbola, length of semi-conjugate axis. Semi means what? Half of conjugate axis. Means indirectly given that A is given as 1. A given as 1, you know, K value 3 substitute here. 3 plus B is equals to 5. From this one B is a 2, right? Squaring on both sides, B square E square is equals to 4. Already you know the A value, you have to find out B value. To find out B value, we can eliminate the E better. In place of E square, we can add, this is which hyperbola I said? Conjugate hyperbola. In place of E square, you can rewrite as B square plus A square by B square. E is a 4. B square gets cancelled. Now B square plus A square is a 4. What is the A value? 1. That means B square plus 1 is a 4. B square is clearly 3. You know B square and A square you can get, as well as center HK. What is the hyperbola? X minus H whole square by A square minus Y minus K whole square by B square with the minus 1. Maybe we can rewrite this is y minus k whole square by b square minus x minus h whole square by a square is equals to 1 also. Already I have written, we can substitute those values. H is 0. That means x minus 0 whole square is x square by a square is 1 minus y minus k. Y minus k is a 3. Y minus 3 whole square by b square is a 3 is equals to minus 1. Right? We can rewrite this is also y minus 3 whole square by 3 with minus x square is equals to 1. That's it. This is a required equation of hyperbola according to the given content. Is it clear now? These are the various questions I did in this lecture, which are depends upon the how can you form the equations of hyperbola by using the various content, and also how can you find out the various contents by using the given hyperbola. I hope so you followed this video very well. So if you follow this video, compulsory you can get the idea about the super tips and tricks. Those are very helpful to you to crack the more number of questions in your competitive level of examinations. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep work hard and do the practice, especially objective level of examinations. Concentrate on your preparation by using the amazing super tips and tricks to save the time to focus the more number of questions. Okay, see you in next video. Till then, bye bye.